Thank you, Marianne. Well, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I love the looks on your faces when you walked in here this morning. You realized we rearranged the furniture and now you didn't know where to sit. Oh, I am so grateful. I had the coolest week last week. I was sick. I had a cold. I'm so grateful for that cold. Well, truth be told, I just wasn't all that thrilled about the sore throat that woke me up at night. And I really didn't particularly enjoy the sniffling, sneezing, runny nose, coughing facets of it. Oh, and that splitting headache I could have done very nicely without. But I can tell you, I was so profoundly grateful for the NyQuil. It finally gave me a good night's sleep. And I was happy to discover that my trusty immune system building products were at home on the shelf. I didn't have to make a special trip to the store. I was grateful for nice soft handkerchiefs to pamper my poor nose. I was thankful for the flexibility that I had on my schedule last week so that I could take time to kick back and relax and rest and heal. I was grateful for the ever-efficient Jeannie who kept the office and this whole organization running smoothly without my help. I was grateful for our youth who led a beautiful Thanksgiving service Wednesday night. And all I had to do was show up and enjoy it and immerse myself in it. And I was grateful that these amazing bodies that we reside in know how to heal, especially when we give them the support that they need. And in the end, I was profoundly appreciative of how good I feel now compared to how I felt last week. Boy, there's nothing like being sick, is there, and getting better to truly appreciate your health. For that matter, if you've experienced a major life crisis, there's nothing like getting through that crisis to appreciate all the good things in life. Having a cold isn't fun, but it's a terrific gratitude teacher. You see, as we focus on what we're grateful for, we call good into our experience. It's no wonder when you think about it why we're told in Thessalonians 5, in all things give thanks. In all things give thanks. There's an important note that you need to make. It doesn't say for all things give thanks. I'm sure you've all had experiences and events in your life that you would prefer not to experience again, right? But in practical terms, regardless of what's happening in your life, you can find something about it to be grateful for. And that's important for those of us as spiritual seekers on a spiritual journey. We looked last week at the Higgins-Abraham Emotional Guidance Scale. You may recall there were 22 emotions that at the bottom end ran from rage, anger, and fear all the way up to joy and happiness. And you may recall that the number one emotion that aligns us with universal good is appreciation. Appreciation, joy, love, they all go together and they all sit in that number one spot. For those of us that want to connect with that divine wisdom, that divine love, that divine guidance in the universe, going to gratitude is one of the most effective and quickest ways we can align ourselves with spirit. It's quantum physics, and it is also spiritual law. You see, the vibration of our feelings of gratitude and happiness align us with that universal intelligence. And when we are so aligned, we experience even more joy, happiness, love, peace, and more to be grateful for in an onward and upward spiral. And as our gratitude blesses us, keeps us in alignment with Source, puts out a vibration that draws even more good to us, it blesses people around us. And as we focused on in our meditation this morning, it seeps out into the community in the world around us. You want to change the world? Focus on what you are truly and sincerely grateful for, and be with that gratitude till you feel it, and every pore of your being in it oozes out beyond you to touch those you love and to touch our world. In all things, give thanks. And my lesson title is Nuances of Thanks. And that's one of them, to be thankful regardless of what's going on in your life, even if it's something that you wouldn't particularly think to celebrate. Another nuance of thanks, and this is so timely with Christmas coming up, is ever offer a gift to someone and have them say, "Oh no, you shouldn't have." Or maybe you've done it. Someone reaches out to you with something, and you say, "Oh no, that's okay." When we don't receive the good that the universe is trying to deliver to us through our friends and our relatives, through our life, when we push it away, we do a couple things spiritually that do not lift us up. First of all, if somebody offers us a gift, wants to give us something good and wonderful, something perhaps unexpected, and we say, "Oh no, you shouldn't have," what we're doing is we're questioning the judgment of the giver. Think about that. Somebody goes to give you a gift and you say, "Oh no, don't bother. I don't need that." You're implying some fault, if you will, on their part. And nothing is more disheartening to a giver when they open their hearts and hands to reach out to you, only to be rejected. My mother, my dear loving mother, for years, anytime you went to give her anything or do something for her, she would always say, "Oh no, you shouldn't have. Oh, you spent too much. Oh, you didn't need to do that for me." And I have to tell you, from my personal experience, it took all the joy out of giving. But not only that, it sends a message to this universe that listens to us and responds in kind to our thoughts and our feelings. When my mom's telling me, "No, you shouldn't have," she's telling the universe, "I don't need any more. I'm closed. Don't offer me anything else because I'm not open and receptive." Is that the message we want to be putting out into the universe? It's no surprise to me that every prosperity program I've been involved with or taught always has a segment on gratitude. Because gratitude is a causative force, we talked about that last week, and gratitude shifts us to a place of alignment with Source and to a place of openness and receptivity. Gratitude is powerful, and not just a casual expression of, "Oh, thank you," but true gratitude, where we go inside and we connect with that feeling of, "Wow, this really blesses me. What a cool gift. What a wonderful opportunity." And that brings me to our third nuance of Thanksgiving. How do we express our gratitude? A lot of us express it as we were taught to. You always say please and thank you, right? But when something good comes into our life, might be a little deal, might be a big deal, how often do we just say, oh, thanks? I'm okay, that was all right. Or do we stop and do we look at what we're receiving from the universe through whatever scenario comes to us and say, wow, this is really cool. I am filled with joy and gratitude. There's a difference. There is a huge difference in how we express our gratitude. Don't settle for a casual thank you. Get excited. Get joyful. Take a minute to express sincerely what you're feeling. You don't have to be flowery and go on, but you can say, boy, I appreciate that, or I appreciate you, or thank you for thinking of me. They're just little things that convey to the receiver that you are really connecting with your sense of gratitude and wanting to share that with them. Because once again, when we connect with that high vibration of gratitude and offer it back to the giver, they are blessed as well. Stop for a minute when you receive something, anything, a small favor or courtesy from someone, and connect with that feeling of gratitude that you have. Look the giver in the eye and tell them that you appreciate the gift they're giving you. And I know we can't go on autopilot. We have to stop and think. But it can be done. And as we do it, you'll be blessed, and so will they. Sincere gratitude honors the giver, lets them know that they truly are valued and appreciated, and that they make a difference in your life. There's a fourth nuance of gratitude. Well, okay, truth be told, it's one of my pet peeves. Have you ever thanked someone for a gift or a favor and had them say, no problem? What kind of a response is that? We're not connecting here. We're not sharing the joy of gratitude and giving. Or even worse yet, have you ever thanked someone for something and gotten no response? That actually is pretty uncomfortable, isn't it? Especially when we're doing our spiritual work and connecting with gratitude and wanting to share that uplifting feeling of joy and appreciation, wanting to honor and respect whoever it is that's touched our life, only to be kind of casually dismissed. So the fourth nuance of gratitude is when you're in a position to say you're welcome, say it meaningfully. You get in touch with your feeling and reflect that back to the person who's just thanked you. We have so much to be grateful for, especially this year. We haven't been deluged by hurricanes or submerged in floods. We haven't had our homes destroyed, our whole towns wiped off by fire. We're all sitting here today with a modicum of health, maybe a lot of health. We're surrounded by friends, by family, by spiritual family. We have our food, we have shelter, we have time and even energy to share. We see that evidenced out in the lobby with our angel tree. We have so much for which to be grateful. And we remember, as we entertain our gratitude, that in all things we give thanks. We remember to receive graciously. We remember to honor the giver and yourself by graciously and sincerely receiving thanks thoughtfully. And as we feel and express gratitude, appreciate the blessing of gratitude. Sincerely expressing our gratitude brings light and a lighter energy to the world. On this weekend of heartfelt thanks, let's remember and know together the truth of our affirmation. Together, the life, love, wisdom, and infinite supply of the universe flow into my life from the most amazing sources and abundantly bless me. I gratefully and joyfully receive, and I am grateful truly and sincerely for all of you and for this opportunity to be together today. And so it is.